Hi, I'm Trish, and welcome to Flew the Coop.
What an incredible beer garden. Beer garden. Did I come from Boston? This is a great park, I think. It has some incredible history behind it. It was a gift from a family, the Perkins family, in the very early 1900s to the city of Colorado. Colorado Springs was founded by a fellow named General William Palmer, who was a railroad tycoon, and he invited his buddy, who was also a railroad tycoon, to come on down to Colorado Springs. Perkins then took property, 240 acres here in what is today Garden of the Gods, and then later acquired another 240 acres. When he passed away in 1907, a couple of years later, his family gifted this land, the 480 acres, to Colorado Springs, under the stipulation that it would be free for the people. So this has become a city park of Colorado Springs, and it is amazing. It's quite a bit windy here today. Turn that way so you get the wind blowing effect in your model here. Yeah, girl. Wait, do that again. I didn't get it. Ah, here we go. Now behind these rocks now, it's cutting the wind. It feels great. So here we are at the central Garden of the Gods, between all the rock formations, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the trails. There are trails all over this park. What's really nice is they have about 2 miles of trail that is cement or paved, or however you want to say it, for people to walk on, strollers, wheelchairs, whatnot, just no bikes or skateboards or anything like that. And it walks right through the rock formations, and it's a beautiful, fairly easy hike to do.
Place is called the Chuck Wagon Pavilion. They used to serve meals here during the summer months in the evening. And I never knew the term chuck wagon, but the word chuck is apparently slang for food. So the wagons that they served food from were called chuck wagons.
That's cool. I didn't know that either. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So the rest of the trails around the park are more like you're walking through the forest. They're crushed granite. They are maintained. They do get icy though in the wintertime like this. We went hiking about this time last year and there was ice on the trails. But you can still do them. I mean, even with the ice, you can still do the trails, and if you have the right footing, crampons, microspikes, things like that. There are tons of them, and they are interconnected. You can make your hike as short or as long as you like. So you can actually do a loop completely around the park. I personally enjoy those types of hikes because it's just a different perspective of the rocks. And me, I like to watch all the visitors of the park and how they enjoy seeing the formations and whatnot around Garden of the Gods. So the way this park got its name is pretty interesting. There were a couple of surveyors in 1859 that were out here, and one of the surveyors said, "What an incredible place for a beer garden." And the other fellow said, "Beer garden, this place is fit for the gods." And that's how it got its name, Garden of the Gods.
And here we are at Garden of the Gods trading post. This is not affiliated with the park, I don't believe. Whereas the visitor center that goes to support the park.
Washington, North Dakota, Ohio, Florida, Arizona. And we're at a spot now that's probably one of the busiest and the favorite spot for photography is this line of formation rocks right here. And let me apologize to my niece in Austin who doesn't like my dirty windshield on the videos. Sorry.
I'm standing here at one of the many pullouts at Garden of the Gods. Back behind me are the Central Gardens. That's the trail that we were on earlier in the video. I want to talk about all the different things that you can do here at Garden of the Gods. Obviously, there's videography and photography that you can do. I've talked about the trails, so there's lots of hiking that you can do. There's also biking, mountain biking. They have e-bike tours here that you can do. And then they have some really unique things that you can do as well. You can go on horseback rides. You can take a open air Jeep tour. You can even take a Segway tour. And probably the most exciting thing you can do is climbing. If you get a permit, you are allowed to climb some of these formations that are back behind me. Well, that wraps up our day here at Garden of the Gods. It's a great place to come visit when you stay with us at the Sunrise Suite on the the Coop properties. We hope you found this video a little bit informative. We hope you found it a little bit entertaining. We ask that you hit that subscribe button. Please do. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And thanks for watching the Coop. Mid to late February, and I just passed a parking spot because I'm talking to you and my wife is complaining that I'm not parking quick enough.